I got my first Angus 4-H heifer in 1961. I was about 12 at the time. We've had Angus cattle ever since. Grew up showing cattle. Went through Purdue. My folks maintained the cow herd while I was at Purdue, and while I was in Wisconsin, and while I was at Silver Lake. And then in 1979, we had the chance to move back here and buy this practice and be within 30 miles of my parents. And so then I could become a lot more involved in the management and the genetics of the herd. I'm in the wrong place to be in the cow business, but this is home and this is where I'll be. I just really enjoy and appreciate cows. And so that's what I've chosen to do. And so we'll go a lot of places that probably economically don't make sense, but you do it because you enjoy it. And seeing people grow and their ability to handle and appreciate livestock. And children that you did their 4-H papers, here they've grown up, gotten married, had children, and those children are old enough to be too old for 4-H, and to watch those livestock operations develop and grow over generations, there's been a lot of satisfaction with that. The old story about the father and son going home from the show, and the boy was disappointed. He said, "We didn't have a very good fare, did we? We only got third in the class." And Dad said, "Well, you got all the entries made, didn't you?" And he said, "Yes." He said, "When we got to the show, why, you took all your paperwork up and you checked in and introduced yourself to the officials?" "Yes." He said, "And you got along with the judge and you got your calf to the ring on time and presented well?" He said, "Yes." Dad said, "I think it was pretty successful." It was 11 degrees this morning, and it's cold. I had the opportunity to work in Wisconsin 3 years, and they plan on winter and they build for winter, and they get along. And there's places in Indiana that some people try to pretend winter's not going to happen, so the facilities are not nearly as good as they are in the north. We don't have any natural windbreaks. We don't have a woods around us. We don't have any hills on this location, so we go through a lot of straw. And you try not to make the barn tight. We've got all the windows taken out of this barn, but you try to create a windbreak however you can. We choose to calve in the winter, so we're just trying to get things ready, get the cows ready, both nutritionally and from a immunologic or vaccine standpoint. You just try to endure it, and you try to think ahead for cattle, and get them warm or get them protected at least, and try to keep it so that they're not wet. If you can keep them dry, they can take an awful lot. We'll occasionally find a calf that just got out and got terribly cold. He had no wind protection, either that or he got wet. And so the fastest way to get anybody warmed up is to put them in warm water. So I've been in farm homes where we have put calves in a bathtub and tried to run warm water on them. That's always fun, trying to carry a calf through the house to sit in somebody's bathtub. But when you can save a calf, why they think it's worth it. Oh, that first week when grass turns green and you can get out, that's the best day of the year. When you can get cattle bred and get them out and be warm instead of having to fight with barns and manure and mud. But just look forward to that week in April when it finally warms up and greens up.